சிவாய நம திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். We all have a common enemy in this world, and that is none other than our laziness. Do we feel lazy for everything and anything in this planet? Right from waking up in the morning, we all know waking up at 4 a.m. will be so helpful for our brain and our body activities. But are we able to do that? And if we examine the reason for what is stopping us, we will know the only reason which points out is laziness. How about doing some physical exercises? Obviously, laziness comes in between. Right from waking up early in the morning to do our normal chores, even though we know that it is important, something is stopping us, and that something is boiled down to laziness. When we call a small kid and tell to the kid, hey, you study well. If you study well, after 20-30 years, you're going to be happy. You're going to be successful. The kid will start analyzing it. Am I not happy today? Today I was playing with my friends in the playground and I was feeling so happy already. And I'm already successful. In today's game, I was the one who won the game. So I'm already successful. Why should I study so hard? Because I'm already happy, I'm already successful. So we are able to see there is no motivation for this kid to study hard or to study more than what he's doing right now. Instead, try a different technique. Call the kid and say, hey, if you study well with this grade for this year, I'm going to get you a cycle or something, whichever the kid is interested. So I get him a cricket bat or get him something which is more motivating for him, that he longs to have, that he yearns to own. Promise him that. You will be able to see this dangling carrot in front of him motivates him to a greater extent, that you will see that he's chasing away this laziness. And you will see that he's able to succeed in his exams as well. Now, what is the primary factor here? There is something called as dopamine, which is an enzyme in our brain. The main reason for a person to be more active is this enzyme called as dopamine. And when is this dopamine excreted? Is whenever it is associating an action with a reward. Some kind of a reward is expected because of doing this. That dangling carrot in front of the eyes is the one which helps to, this particular enzyme called dopamine is secreted. Now, what we have to do is use the same technique to chase our laziness. I have heard from people saying that I don't have time to read Tirupadigam. Imagine one Tirupadigam is not going to take more than 3 to 4 minutes of your time. In the entire 24 hours, if we say we don't have a 3 minutes or 4 minutes for ourselves, then what are we trying to do? This is because the brain has not realized the benefit of reading Tirupadigam. So there is no dopamine that is excreted because it has not associated it with the reward system. And why is this happening? Because I did not understand the meaning of Tirupadigam. Once we start understanding the meaning of these Tirupadigams, we will know it very clearly. What happens in all the Tirupadigams? You can see a very common pattern. All the problems are listed out beautifully. What are the typical problems we are facing right now? Education related, financial related, health related, wealth related, family related, or because of our karmic effort, or because of our political influence, or because of our environmental situations, whatever problems we are facing. The first concept in Tirupadigam is always going to have this pattern. They will explicitly say this problem and then they will give a solution. It will be in this format. Usually the Tirupadigams are written in this format. Are you facing this problem? This is because of this karmic effect. And if you want to get rid of this karma, read this Padigam or visit this temple. So they have already associated a reward system in each and every Tirupadigam. What we have to do is understand the Padigam when we are reading it. Once we understand the inner meaning, we will immediately be motivated to read this Tirupadigam once again, because we know we are suffering with this problem, and if we have to get rid of this problem, we have to read this Tirupadigam, and that is sufficient for dopamine to be secreted in our brain, and that is enough to chase the laziness off. Whenever we feel lazy, associate with a reward system. Try to give yourself a reward. If I do this, I'm going to get this. And then make sure that your promises are not just empty promises. You are getting the reward for yourself. That will motivate you to do more work. And after that, you will see laziness is gone just like that in a jiffy. Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.